Hi, Kelly Mathison here with the Western Equipment Dealers Association Dealer Institute program. And I, like many of you, am following the advice and sticking close to home, following the guidelines around physical distancing. And normally I do a lot of international travel, and I thought this is a perfect time for me to catch up and perhaps provide some information that we normally cover in our parts and service and aftermarket programs with dealers via video link. I'm also taking an opportunity to clean up some old files around here, and I came across this nugget here as I was looking through some old files, and I thought today I'd talk about customer profile data. So I don't know how well you can see this, but these little postcards, when I first got into the business in the early 1980s, this was our customer database. So if you can see this, where we had the customer ability to track down the customer's name, contact information, how many acres they farmed, their phone number, what crops they grew, perhaps what livestock they owned. We could also put a listing here of the equipment they owned and what they were looking for and by when. On the back of the card, there was additional information. For example, this particular customer liked fishing and hunting, and we had the rest of his family, his spouse's name, and all that information was on there. There was also a place to fill in when customers were for scheduling upcoming visits of when you wanted to see them to schedule follow-up. Of course, this information was really only supplied to the sales team. So we had a little box of cards like this, and we were instructed to fill these up as we visited customers, but really they were of no value to the rest of the dealership because it wasn't shared. Now today, of course, we have customer databases that are much better, much more information than was on those cards. Plus, hopefully, it's fully available to your parts and service and other frontline people. So I thought perhaps this might be a good opportunity for some of your staff that might be working from home, but normally their tasks that they do at the dealership aren't really set up very well to work from home. And this may be an opportunity perhaps to get these people to do a little updating and cleaning up of this database. Now, when we do our normal parts and service classes, I'm always surprised to get the feedback from parts and service managers and frontline people to say that quite often their database isn't as cleaned up as it could be, or the information that's in there isn't accurate, or there's serial numbers missing. And again, what a great opportunity to contact customers and clean this up. Now, sometimes if you're getting a hold of customers, you may find a little bit of pushback. Perhaps customers are saying, hey, I don't really see the value in you collecting all this data and having this information in your database. And really what you need to explain to customers or share with them is the benefit it provides to them, not the benefit it provides to your dealership. So, for example, having the correct make, model, and serial number makes it a lot easier and faster to look up parts and make sure you're sending them home with the right parts that fits their machine. It speeds that process up, and it also makes it more accurate. It also makes it much faster, especially if you have a system where customers can enter in through a customer portal and look up parts on their own. By having access to the serial numbers of their machines, it makes that process much faster as well. Of course, it reduces the number of calls. Quite often customers get frustrated. Why are you calling me on a machine that I no longer own? So it gives you an opportunity to clean that up. And also, just to speak to customers to find out how they would like to be contacted in regards to maybe updates to machines or parts specials or any programs that are going on, whether they want to be contacted via text or via email or to update their home phone or cellular phone information. So you're really making that much more efficient and convenient for customers. The bottom line is customers need to know what's in it for them, not what's in it for you. They really don't care what's in it for you. Now, another word of caution I may want to point out at this time is some databases are very case sensitive. Some fields must be filled out a specific way. So you may not want to just give unfettered access for people just to randomly go in there and update that information. So you may want to take the opportunity to print off some of the customer information or the customer profile information, give it to your people and have them contact customers, get the information cleaned up, and then hand it back in to someone at your dealership that is well trained to make sure that the fields get filled out properly and it doesn't cause problems down the road. So I wanted to thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you find some of these tips and tricks helpful. Please reach out to us at the Western Equipment Dealers Association. Check out our website. Click on the training links or the Dealer Institute links if you're looking for additional information, or you can contact me directly. I'm available if you have ideas or you want to bounce some thoughts off me. I'm here to help. Our goal is developing people to help grow your business. That's what we're all about. Thanks for tuning in. Stay safe out there. Take care.